calendar. So in this World Center Racing Zone, you start to feel the design elements and this open concourse feel. As a customer, you enter through the front door, you walk through the World Center Racing, and here you see the track for the first time. For me, the core customer says, yes, I'm back, I'm home, this is special. For the new customer, someone who's never been with us, you know, my staff love to make fun of me. This is when the angels sing. This is when you've arrived. You have seen something special. You now know why we drink the Kool-Aid when it comes to Daytona. This is what it's about. Well, let me show you some detail about Daytona and how massive this World Center Racing Zone is. Of course, you've got the Terrace Cafe and seating, that opportunity there. You'll have feature bars, talk about additional themed food. We've got seating opportunities as well. And of course, no matter where we go, you've got merchandise and we've got restrooms. But when I say massive, I mean bigger than a football field. A lot bigger than a football field. This is the place where people will congregate and gather and tell stories and reminisce, because now they know they are at some place special. So with that, I'd like to close and just let you know we're excited about the future. The vision is bright in Daytona. We have some opportunities in front of us, and the Daytona staff, we're all working hard on this business case on why we think the investment needs to be in Daytona Beach, Florida, and the public-private partnership, that opportunity out there, that will help us make the best case possible so that as our senior management determines our course for the future, they look at Daytona and say, this is the place to invest our resources. So with that, thank you for coming today. I hope that you've enjoyed the four elements that we've showed you, which is that front door, how we move you around, the opportunity for amenities, and more importantly, taking a piece of Daytona home with you. So with that, I'd be happy to address any questions that the group might have.
We'll open up for question and answer. We have wireless mics on both sides of the room. Please raise your hand and we'll bring a wireless mic to you. And just give us your name and affiliation. That's fine. We'll start there.
Bob Piper, Scoring News. Did you get any fan input? Did you show things to fans? Did you have any sort of advisory from them?
We did, Bob, thank you for that question. We actually did assemble fan focus groups to specifically talk about some of the design elements. You know, the challenge is to incorporate some of these new stick and ball things that we see, but tie it into racing. And the key was getting information from our fans. We talked about seating quality, the amenities that you expect. And actually one of the great lines came from one of our customers in that process, and they said, are you still going to let us bring coolers in? That's the last great American freedom. So of course, in this design, we will absolutely allow our fans to bring coolers in with them when they enjoy it. But specifically, we did reach out to their feedback because the key was marrying motorsports with the new amenities that we want to add into the project. As I talked about earlier, the key for me is later in 13, I have to present the best business case possible to the senior management at ISC. So the public-private partnership in which we're filing legislation next week, it will call for Daytona investing at least $250 million in this property, and with that, some of the incentives we might receive, the opportunity to be treated like every other sports professional team in the state of Florida as it relates to their sales tax incentives. And that's been occurring for about the last 2 decades with all of the other professional sports teams. So for us, that's an important key for me making the best case possible to our senior management.